Hi guys, I hope you are having a wonderful day. I would love to discuss with you one topic, and that is fear. Because have you ever had a feeling that you need to do something, but you were afraid of it or scared because it was too difficult, too dangerous, or as too scary? Do you remember this feeling, this strange feeling in your stomach? How was it? Um, I believe that this feeling happens to us many times in our lives, but it's important how we stand to it, how we if we go through it or if we just sit or stand and do nothing because we are paralyzed. Fear very often paralyzes us when we haven't done anything like this in the past. But it's up on us if we want to grow, if we want to go out of comfort zone and grow, increase our not only self-belief but also trust in ourselves, because the more we overcome the fears, the better for us. Few weeks ago, I have returned from amazing camp, which made me think about the topic fear quite a lot. The name of this camp, of this intense training, was Enlightened Warrior Camp. It was organized by agency Success Resources, and it was one of the best intense trainings I have ever had. In the past, I have done different kinds of trainings for marketing or presentations or anything else, but this kind of intense trainings, that was totally different else. It was a boot camp, I would say, because it was the goal of this, or the purpose of this camp, was to enlighten us or grow inside the self-belief, the trust in ourselves, and do go out of comfort zone, because this is what scares us. But if we conquer this fear, and if we go through it, it definitely increases absolutely our self-trust, self-belief, and it makes us more self-confident, so also more happy in our lives. Because when we do the things which we are afraid of, we grow, and we grow internally, and that expands into our outer world as well. So before this camp, I was thinking, I knew that it would be intense. I knew it would be physically really intense. But I was scared. I was so scared of it because I didn't know how to prepare for this, because I had no idea what will be in this camp, how it will look like. I was scared of running, that I will not be able to do it physically, that I practice sport, I do yoga, but I definitely don't do nowadays running. So these were my fears. Because of my ego, I didn't want to be one of the last. I wanted to be, of course, one of the first, if something like this. So the ego was speaking to my mind. But actually, the activities what we were going through, we were almost 300 people of us. It was something what you cannot be prepared for, because the activities, how amazingly they were prepared with the team and everything, it was something what you would be not able to imagine, because it was totally different from reality. But the purpose, the goal, was to make you go out of your comfort zone, and that means also to grow inside out. So that made me think about, how am I thinking about fear in my life, because I didn't really think about it in the past at all. Whenever I had some fear, I tried to overcome it, I tried to conquer it. For example, when I had in the past fear from the heights, I jumped from the plane twice. But there are fears you sometimes don't realize, because it's something what is inside of you. It is based on your whole life, on your patterns, on your habits. The stronger your patterns and habits are, the stronger the fears are. But you probably don't realize it. And because we were facing every day some difficult and different challenge, I have realized that my pattern was, when I have something difficult in front of me, I always go and conquer it, or try to go through it. But my pattern was fear, too big fear, that I was afraid of the activity. Even I had no idea before what the activity will be definitely about, what will happen, how it will happen, because I didn't have any information before in advance. So, and that was the pattern I have realized. So I was thinking, why am I afraid of activities which I don't know anything about? Why do I have a bigger fear, and why is this feeling so big? Because when you don't know any information, the fear makes you be more afraid. It brings you big stress in your body, in your mind, and it paralyzes you before you do any activity. So I started to think about, why is it so that the fear paralyzes me so much, and even I do not have any information in advance before some big challenge. When it's for the first time, it always appears it's bigger than in reality. And that's the thing. Fear usually is much bigger. It brings you stress, it paralyzes your body, it paralyzes your mind. And it's much bigger than actually the reality. I have read some study on the internet that 99% or 97% of our fears actually never happen. And that's quite paradox, that we are afraid of things that will never happen, but still we have these fears inside of us. But why? So I wanted to record you this message if you have it the same, or if you have fear of anything you would like to conquer. Just go through it, because when you go through it, you will have such amazing feeling that you managed it. I'm now sitting by the lake and with my dog, and she wanted to I was afraid before that she will jump into the lake, but luckily she didn't. But that's an example, also another one. Why should I be afraid that she will be jumping there? Because it's just water, and if people can swim there, then definitely dogs can swim there. So well, the topic fear is really very actual. So regarding the fear, one important thing is that you realize it, that you, first of all, that you realize that you have a fear. Second thing, when you know about your fear, think about, why do you have it? Will it really happen? What is the most scariest thing about this situation, what you are afraid of? Is there any chance it can really happen? And if so, how can you prevent it? Has anybody else also done it? Even the big players in the market have fear. Everybody has. But it's a question if we go through it, manage it, and grow. I have a challenge for you. This week, write down to the sheet of paper your 20 biggest fears you are afraid of. If you don't think about the fears, try to think about challenging situations, challenging moments in your life, and write them down. What scares you? What brings you goosebumps or strange feelings in your stomach? Write them down, and next week choose one of the challenges or fears and overcome it. Believe me that you will feel amazingly. Have a wonderful day and see you soon.